connect some shit from the Wi-Fi. So I can actually put it in there. Let's see. Come on.
We doing something.
Go out there with all that.
No, we're not trying to be your friend. When you talking to us, don't try to look at us like that.
She's very excited though. She's like, oh, they're both looking at me. She's like, I must be doing something good. She's like, what?
I think she got the message. I really think she speaks to you, man.
Still don't know if we're good or not. Just looking at chilling.
Just lagging. No, I know where my hand is.
Delay and lagging into
Alrighty.
I can't you hear me good though. Hello?
Two minutes.
You said 2 minutes late on the sprinters on the delay.
Don't delay.
2 more minutes? Oh,
It's just a long time exaggeration.
I'm trying to figure out where the fuck. Alright. Alright. I don't know if the one person watching this is me or one. I don't think they show up us on our own profile. Yeah, this should be good enough. I think we'll be alright. Couple seconds of delay.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so what you want to talk about?
I mean, we can go ahead and pop it off. I got you say, Corn say, hold up. Hold up what? What happened?
Hold up, what?
You ain't nothing to say. You ain't nothing to say. I don't know why. No. We can go straight into Travis Hunter. Yeah, you said, oh my gosh, yeah.
Come on, let's go.
We go straight into Travis Hunter. I can't even remember what the fuck. I didn't remember we was talking about Travis Hunter earlier.
You were saying if his wife, his new wife was told that she needed to not be on social media, being a podcaster, if he's gonna make this much money, then she should just do it.
Yeah. She was like, he getting this $30 million up front. Why should she not? What reason does she have to do anything?
See, I disagree with you on that because, like, even though she is his wife,
that's
like,
why you gotta vet your woman smartly, man.
Unless he is doing something.
Something what? Doing something like what?
Unless he is doing something, are you interested? Must take large amounts of ketamine. Is he okay?
What's going on right now?
It says Elon Musk allegedly took large amounts of ketamine
What's that?
while advising Trump.
What's that doing?
He put it in the chat, so I was listening. Okay, so yeah, I just feel as though if she was supposed, what's your point in doing that? Why?
What?
Why you need to hear it?
I'm trying to check the audio.
You already did. Didn't you check it?
No.
Oh my God. You already checked it. So anywho, if she was told that she needed to not be a podcaster because he's making money and he having enough money, could you load the goddamn shit? Load the shit. Fucker. So, yeah. I don't agree when he's supposed to just stop doing what he's doing. You know, she's supposed to just stop doing what she's doing unless what she's doing is harming or making it difficult for him. So yeah, I don't agree with you on that. He said,
wait, hold on. Say it one more time.
I don't agree. She doesn't have to stop unless what she's doing is disrupting what he's doing.
It is disrupting what he's doing. That's the whole point.
The comments? Stop looking at the comments. You want me to give you something else? So if you're not looking at the comments, what is it disrupting?
No, it's not just the comments. Now the commentators, all the sports broadcasters, the news, the media, everyone is talking about what you're doing.
Okay, so you see, this is where I don't really agree with you on this. So let's just say I was the biggest mathematician, right?
Mathematician,
right?
Are you?
Or I was like a gymnast, the best gymnast. I'm supposed to tell you, because you are not greater than me, don't do anything that the media would ever talk about, okay?
No, that's not the point.
Don't DJ. You can't DJ as a big DJ.
You can have a job and do things that doesn't involve you sitting down talking about me.
Who said her whole podcast was talking about
She is sitting down talking about him.
I'm just
That's what she was doing.
Okay, so I think your misconception too also is the fact that just because this was done just means like that's all she's ever gonna do, that's all she could do, and that's all that podcast will ever be about.
Hopefully, since he got the money now, she can have a very good, nice podcast now, and she does not have to talk about him. But that's what she was doing.
Yeah, but we can't talk about the past because you can't ask me a question about like what would I do or ask about this. Do I look like her? So then obviously if you want her answers, you already got her answers and you know her answers, so you know what happened. So there's nothing to talk about.
I think after what happened, the smartest thing for her to do was just step away from all of that for a minute.
And this is where I'm going to disagree with you again. Just because somebody else is bigger and they have their drive and what they enjoy doing does not mean that because
this sounds like single person actions. I think she should be single if she wants to do all that.
It doesn't. Well, you see, look. You know, I'm thinking another few years difference. We just was never gonna even date, like at all. Like it was like not shit.
For sure, because if I was in his shoes, I wasn't gonna accept it. No.
Okay, well then good for you because
you're not gonna sit here and tell me anything of this, all this and that. I'm like, oh, what are you talking about?
Because this is what I'm hearing. And I need you to just let me say everything I'm hearing before you just jump into trying to change pieces of what you hear me say without finishing my whole sentences. You basically just said she should have stopped podcasting. But prior to you even bringing up, because she was talking about him, you just said she should just stop doing podcasting because he's making a lot more money. And that's like good money. And I don't agree with you on that because it's not what she's doing, it's how she's doing it, as you explain later on. And just because the how, it doesn't mean that she can change the how and then have.
I just don't see why it matters so much to podcasts.
And I just think if she wants to do that, trying to stomp somebody down because they're not greater than you or don't make $1 more, is just really just wrong. I wouldn't want to be with anybody who was supposed to tell me, well, you can't do this because I said so. I'm gonna just not ever be with you.
I don't think she should. Yeah, I don't think she should be worried about that right now. I mean,
if she wants to podcast and she has the time to do it, and he's telling her you don't have to work or she doesn't have to do certain things, and that's what she wants to do, then that's what she wants to do. His line is drawn where he can say, you don't talk about our relationship, period. There's nothing about us. Like, don't put me in the picture at all. And that's totally understandable, but to say, you cannot podcast at all. Because this is like really fucking with like the money that I make. And it's not just fucking get out of your nose, bruh. It's not like it's fucking with the money that you're making. Like you're saying, I can't ever do this again. Because if you speak,
I'm not saying I think she should never do it again. I think she should take the break. Like I said, that's what I keep on saying. I think that she definitely needs this pause.
For what? What is the break for? What exactly is the break for?
Well, first of all, it was really for the draft. I think for him to make sure.
When was the draft?
It just passed. What you mean?
I didn't ask you when it just passed. I know there's a draft every year, so every year it just passed.
I think it was just in April.
Okay.
So, like, I don't know.
I really think it was before April, but okay.
I don't know. Late March, I don't know.
You see, and like Corn says, can't she just do her own podcast? I agree. And he's not even talking about doing the podcast.
She did have her own. She did have her own.
He's saying she shouldn't podcast at all because he made more money.
She was streaming, first of all. She never really
streaming podcast. I don't want. As long as you're not in the picture, what does it matter? If I now became a housewife,
well, she was streaming, talking to her chat, and guess what her chat kept on asking her? Questions about him.
Look, and I just stated the very quite obvious right here. As long as I said a whole sentences about the shit, as long as you're not putting him into the picture, what you're podcasting or talking about does not matter. Like, it's okay. So for instance, if she decided, oh, I got this brand new house, I am going to allow people to see my decoration skills, not for the whole house, but for these particular rooms, then so what? Like,
but what she was doing was streaming, and the chat kept on asking her questions about Travis, so that's what she was doing. She was answering the question.
Yeah, but I think you're also like you're missing the major fact where they were both doing podcasts together and they were both comfortable with being open to talk about those, like, just like whatever they're talking about.
Yeah.
So if you give free range,
but he stopped too.
Yes, but if you give free range and you realize that free range is not free range no more, then if you have caged eggs, then you have boundaries now. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. They were doing it together. He stopped too. Now he is on some shit like that. Don't make me the money I'm gonna make in my life anyways. This is the real money. I'm going to make this real money that is right in front of me.
And I think what you're misinterpreting is exactly what I keep saying right now, which is you're talking about him and the money that he's making, and just because she don't make
just as much, right there. She should feel like she's making that money too.
Just because she is not there making that money,
she is there making that money.
Then therefore, they didn't sign a contract with her and him.
But
they signed a contract with him.
She did.
So let's like not let's talk about like
But she's there. She's going to experience every single penny of that money.
But experiencing it still doesn't change the fact that just because he made it,
what does that matter?
Because he made the executive decision to say this is where I'm getting my money from, so this is what I'm going to concentrate on. Or she now needs to, as quote unquote,
concentrate on that too.
As quote unquote, this sounds like some fall in line shit.
I think she should concentrate on that too.
I just don't agree with you.
Okay.
I just think like if she wants to podcast, still obviously with limits, because you know he needs his own space, character, and that that be fucked with what you have going on. Like you can do that, but there's so many different types of podcasts that you can do on certain things that you can still, if that's what you wanted to do, you can still do it. And I just don't think just because a man's life is bright,
I just don't think she needs to do it right now.
I just feel, whether it's male or female, if your light is bright, you don't have to like dull your light for somebody else.
You probably shouldn't be with that person.
I just want to be with you, but I mean, I just don't think this is a big issue at all. I don't think it's like, oh, you have to do this. And then, if that's the case, then you're supposed to be like, well, how much you want to make on that? Like, 12 million. Okay, well, I'm gonna give you 12 million.
Well, I don't agree with you. I think that I remember when we first started dating, we had conversations about it, and I was like, oh, well, if I get this and I get like that, you was never like, well, I'm still gonna be like that. Like, no, you were always like, yeah.
Still like what? Could you make complete?
No, I'm just saying, you were like, yeah, I want to. You were always like, yeah, I want to have kids. I'll make a business. I'll start a business and this and that. And,
yeah, but I'm still doing something. Right?
I understand, but you never like you was never on some like, oh, I don't understand.
But I think that's the point that you're missing. If that is what she wants to do, and she's not even saying that's what she want to do. This is just a.
That's what I'm saying. You're saying
but this is a hypothetical conversation that you want to have because you bring it up saying that she.
I am saying she's doing the smart thing by stopping.
You're saying that she should stop.
Yes.
And I'm saying that I just don't agree with you. And I think it has nothing about like due respect and shit. Due respect comes with boundaries. So if you want to tell me, I
think the due respect with certain type of money come with boundaries. Yeah, you should show some due respect with that money.
And I think that is due respect. Like
of what?
Okay, so when they have all these housewife shows,
yeah,
you don't see the husbands in it.
What do I mean?
Because they don't want to be in it. And some people want to be in it. So it's just like, if you don't want to be in that, okay, for instance, the Kardashians been doing this show for how long?
The richest women who are with men who actually are rich do not join those shows.
Okay, so I just gave you another example. The Kardashians. Mm-hmm. How long they show?
They have their own show though.
It doesn't fucking matter. On TV. Huh?
I understand, but they make hundreds of millions of dollars off that show. Like
okay, so you're telling me that I didn't ask you how much money they make. I asked you how long they've been on TV.
Long time. What they got in there?
Okay, so with them being on TV a long time, have you seen all the guys that they date? Have you seen Travis Scott and his life and all that shit?
No, I didn't see one.
Okay, because that's an option. That's an option for somebody to take that part and say, I do not want to be involved in something like this, but I do. So there are boundaries that you can just cut shit off.
But they have like literally their own show for like their family.
I don't think it matters, babe. My whole point is to explain to you that there are boundaries you could put in, and somebody doesn't have to cut something off 100% just to like be respectful or be like, oh, because this is the money maker. Like, okay, the way that we were doing the podcast, it doesn't work. But you're asking me the question, she should stop, and I'm saying no.
I think certain people, yeah, they do.
They do what?
Like, with all the media and the spotlight stuff, when someone doesn't want all that stuff on them as much, I think they do. Certain spouses be like, okay, I'm not going to try to be so famous for you.
Well, he's already famous, It's not like he's like a scientist or something.
Yeah, but he don't want also no negative publicity on him.
Right, so I think... again, I'm gonna 100% just disagree with you, because even if it were to the extent like, oh, I still wanted to do my podcast with you, like I can't have like.
Yeah, but what if you get into
we have a
something happens and now the headline is Travis Hunter's wife is this.
Well, no, that's why no episodes.
It could be a lot of shit that you could do.
So no episodes are live, and before it drop, publicists gotta watch it. consent and then continue, but you still get to like do what you want to do, and I think that's like
I would be very offended if I was him too, because I'd be like, she wouldn't even be famous if she wasn't with him. No one would know who the fuck she is. So I would also be very offended in the fact that like you won't respect this right now. Like you just want to continue. I would definitely just be like, no, you're not using my light no more. Since you talking about something, you got your own light so much, well then use your own light. I would definitely just.
And I think that's exactly like my whole point right here. You're looking
like
at
she
her.
really wouldn't get nobody.
I'm not asking you to confirm this with me. That's none of my importance right now.
Okay.
It's about the fact that you confirming the little light, the bigger light. The fact that you can do that, I don't think like it's, you know what, it's almost as disrespectful.
Well, she's using his light.
It's almost as disrespectful.
How?
For if like a couple, like a man and a woman, if one make more money than the other.
What about it?
And then now
they what, control the money?
No, not to control the money, control life. Like when I say don't do this because I make more money.
I think in any relationship you can say don't do this because you should respect me and how I feel. And I think that's in any relationship. It don't have nothing to do with money. It's you should not do this because you should respect how I feel.
Now this isn't like solid lines and I agree. But when it comes to podcasting, that's a jagged line.
What's the what?
The solid lines that you don't cross.
But when it comes to podcasting,
that's a jagged line.
How?
Because I just said, like, if you were him and you told me that you had an issue with what I was doing because of your image, I would say, well, this is really something that I want to do. So my approach would have been like, so you have a publicist already who's dealing with all of this. Can't we add her just watching the videos before I post it? I wouldn't do anything live, but I can still like try to make content or do like things about house or like cooking or just
all that could be worked out.
Okay,
I think that's
so
reasonable. The things you're saying.
But this is the conversation about, so don't try to like move the conversation to something else. Like this is what we're talking about. So this is why I keep saying that I don't agree with you on it, and you keep telling me.
But that's also what I was trying to tell you before is that she was not just like quote unquote pop. She was literally streaming. Like she was streaming on like Twitch.
Okay, so then this is again. We can't go to the past and talk about this because if you want to talk about it, in reality, they both did it.
Yes.
Okay. So we can talk about that.
And they both started.
The question, what we're talking about is, you asked me, would you stop streaming if I were her and he's making this money?
Yeah.
And I don't agree with you. And I'm not asking you to keep going to the past where
I don't give a fuck.
Know.
I love a lot of shit, right? I love a lot of shit. I'm trying to think about right now. If I had to give up video gaming, you told me, babe, I am signing this $30 million contract. You need to stop playing video games for the rest of your life or I lose this money. You got to stop it. It's making me look bad. Would you stop? What? I would be a fucking idiot.
Alright, so then this is where I will say once again to you, I agree, but I disagree because you can do it so that you
it's
can
just
still
not
do
that
what you
serious.
want.
I'm just saying.
But it's not about it being serious. It's just about the fact, like, if that's what she had loved doing, and you know, we're just talking about. Yeah, I mean, it's just if that's what she wants to do. Like, what are you confused about? Like, just because I put the word love in, I'm saying the same sentence.
I just continue to just think how I feel. It's just.
We're not going to agree, and it's okay. Let's just find something to talk about. Because I'm like, no matter how you face it,
I love doing so much that we're like, I'm just like, oh.
Okay, so for instance, I'll give you another example. I'm not rich like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But do you remember like my last job and how I felt about it compared to like how I feel about my job now? Like I like my job because I do not like my job before.
Yeah, what about it?
Okay. I could technically go work somewhere else for more money, with more stress.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like everybody have like choices to a certain extent of like how much you're gonna.
What are you doing?
You just don't. Just because you're making money it's to some people, happiness comes with what you
She don't even
enjoy.
gotta go through the stress. She just enjoys the money. She don't even gotta. You don't only gotta work for it.
It's just, I'm just saying, if that's something that she's passionate about, it's very hard.
Oh man, get the hell out of it. So you first of all, you try to bring up an example of like, stress and the money. She don't gotta do shit for the stress for the money. She just get the money. So now it's just a passion. No, nigga, I ain't nothing I'm so passionate about. Well, I'm not gonna just be like, nigga, give me the money. There's nothing.
Okay, we're just different because I'm not agreeing with you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, good. What's the next thing you want to talk about that you had? Because we're talking about something else too.
I think it was Cardi B
Oh
and
yeah.
Stefan.
Yeah, so what's the question? You're asking me about this, why she didn't stay with Offset?
No, I didn't ask you the question. I just said that it just don't make no sense to us the male population of why you leave Offset talking about some he cheating on you, but then the nigga who you go get with after Offset is literally the biggest dog on the streets right now. Like Future past, like he killing it right now. And then he like on the same boat as you talking to the bitches. He's like, what's my name? They're like, Daddy. He's like, what's my name? And then I'm like, so I'm confused. Like, so you do like the shit he was doing then, or you don't? I'm confused. Like us as a male community don't understand.
So the only way that I can explain from my perspective, because she have her own reason for why she do whatever she want to do right now, because she's single. I would say that, like, I prefer to know that somebody is robbing me, and we both know that I'm being overcharged because I'm like robbed blind. Like when you take from me what you're lying about to this way worse than you telling the truth. Another example of this is, you ever heard like when some men is like just honest about like the fuck shit that they do, and some females will prefer the fuck shit to hear that fuck shit than to be fucked over? You ever heard that?
Yeah, that's the only
Okay, so like whether you believe it or not, like it is the truth. Like I prefer.
I believe some females prefer that, but most
We don't have to
females-
argue about. I just whether you believe it or not. That's why I literally said that.
Yeah.
Whether you believe it or not, it's like something that is said because some people believe it, and like I just don't want to be. I don't want to be fucked over, and know what's going on. But if somebody was straightforward with me, it's like.
But even if somebody was straightforward with you and you felt like quote unquote different, how would that?
What's the difference?
I'm just saying, like, if someone was straightforward, if quote unquote a male was straightforward with you, you say you prefer that, but then you'd be like, well, I feel different, or I don't want to be with you, then why would he be straightforward with you? It's just like a
Well, that's
that's what I'm saying.
So then that's that man not being able to take the truth that his truth come with. Just because you bring truth don't mean like you're supposed to match and just let it flow like water. No. Sometimes oil and water don't mix and it just is what it is with that. But then sometimes like shit like.
I'm just saying that like that's the whole like conundrum of
Man, that's a man
yeah,
problem.
be
That's
like,
not
oh, you
female.
want me to tell you the truth, but then they be like, I told you the truth. Well,
Alright, so this is where I point out one time, like, it doesn't matter about, like, this man feeling how he feels, and because he doesn't want to, like, lose or have to do more or whatever, the consequence comes with whatever he got to say. That's his problem. It still don't change the, hold on, I'm not finished.
Okay.
It still does not change the fact, like, as a female, and you're asking, like, why? I want to be lied to that way. Like,
I understand.
Don't do that shit to me.
So what we're trying to figure out is, so because Offset was being a liar, being a husband, being a liar, not saying that he's doing these things, but then the next nigga she talked to was like, yeah, I'm fucking everybody here, I know that. She was okay with him. I still don't get that though.
I just think that is whatever her decision is, and if she wants to be there and she's chill with it because she don't have an extra life, she's chilling, then that's her prerogative. Like, I'm just gonna be really honest. Like, I don't want, like, I don't like lying. So you cannot, there is nothing.
I understand what you don't like, but I'm talking about Cardi B, like, my man cheating on me, my man. But then literally the next nigga you get with, like, worse than Drake, like, he really out here, like, alright, so, like, for example, you probably don't know this, but there's, like, the old meme that's been around for a while of the, like, Vikings locker room, and they go into the Vikings locker room, and they're like, which player would you hate or date your sister? And then the nigga in the locker room was like, Stephon. And then the next guy asked the next player, and they were like, who would you hate if you would not want to marry your sister? And he was like, Stephon. And then they asked the next player, and they were like, who would you not want to marry your sister? And he was like, Stephon. And it was like, they asked Stephon, he was like, everybody said they do not want you to marry their sister. And he was like, I don't know why, man, I'm a nice guy. And then it's like a meme like this. It's like it's a meme. There's a reason the entire locker room, when they asked them, who would you not want to marry your sister? And they were like, Stephon.
But I think, like, it doesn't matter.
What?
It doesn't matter because the difference between Cardi B dating Offset and him right now is the fact that Offset and her were married. They had kids. They live together.
What?
They are not living together. We probably wouldn't even.
And Stephon is rumored. This hasn't been leaked any photos, but he's rumored to have that meat package. He's dropping off the butcher on you.
I mean,
he's dropping off the whole sausage.
I think it's just like
the whole.
It's cool, Tali. Don't need to explain more. Like, it doesn't matter about, like, certain things when it comes to all of that because she has to, being a wife and being, like, seen with somebody is a lot different. If they weren't famous, we wouldn't know about that shit. They're just both famous, so it's hard to hide everything. It's hard to, like,
yeah, but even if this is a small town shit, right? You be married to your wife, and then your wife divorced you because you cheated on her, and she still lives in a small town, and then you found out in your small town that she decided to date such and such. You be like, that nigga the biggest dog in town. It still be the same shit. You be like, why you break up me and you gonna date the biggest dog in town? I'm like, bitch, how that make any sense?
Hey, I say if that's what she wants to do, ain't nothing wrong with it because they don't live together. They don't have a child together. They don't have to co-parent. Like, and you know, shit is so much more fun when you gotta deal with shit too.
Yeah, but these niggas know who you were dating.
Okay. And you act like she's an innocent bitch.
She not?
You act like she wasn't a stripper before this shit.
Right.
You act like we don't know, like, you think she over here worried about this shit?
I think she was.
She a rich bitch doing rich shit.
Yeah. He was on her boat.
Yeah,
the bitches on her boat.
Yeah, she was the one who probably got the bitches on the boat. It's her boat.
He ain't got no problem with the boat.
It's not his boat, no.
It wasn't his boat.
Exactly, so I'm gonna be honest, you know. I get to choose the bitches who on my boat.
Yeah, but then you got him, man.
I gotta choose. If I decide I don't want you here, boy, you will be in the water. Click.
They hit on the boat calling you daddy, baby.
It don't matter about you being on the boat calling you daddy or whatever. It's just about the fact, like, yo.
You know that nigga make a lot of money per year, too. Right?
I know who he is.
He got more money than her.
It doesn't matter. Like, everything to you is more.
No, I'm just saying, like, you make it seem like he broke. You like, you gonna put the nigga out in the water. Like, what you talking about?
It's not about putting it out in the water. I was talking about bitches.
Oh, yeah, them hoes know. And then you gotta deal with the fact that bitches just went back to land and now you got a murder charge and all that shit like that. But you know, it's up to you.
Bitch, I'm rich. I will pay somebody to use the little dinghy to drive that bitch back.
What little dinghy? What dinghy you gonna drive? Come on, dinghy boat?
You can get somebody to come up to run shit for you. I'm rich, bitch. If I got a board, I got enough money to call to know
pay for the dish to get a dinghy part back to the island. You pay for the fly from the island back too.
I don't have to get the shit for you to fly. I just have to get you to land. And I'm gonna get you to land.
Oh my goodness.
What?
I don't know about that.
Man, I get a whole different boat and be like, these are the bitches I don't like. Y'all come in this boat and to get over there to the water. Y'all choose. That's taking you back to land, it's not.
I'm just saying, I don't know about that. I think if you pay for rude people to go out the country to go somewhere,
You do not. Hell no.
You cannot desert them there like that.
Oh, hell yeah, I could.
He said the echo. Does it echo? He said Cardi, you know what she got herself into. Does it echo?
Yeah, I don't agree with that shit, man. Definitely not.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I'm too loud. Okay, he's trying to fix it. But just so you know, you do not have to pay for somebody to fly back home because they're dumbass on a trip with a stranger. I could take you to a foreign country and you ask right there, legally, with no money to come home. Because if I say jump off a bridge, then that means you won't do it because I said so.
So that means you get the hose. You take the hose like, bitch, if you don't fuck me right here, not really, I will leave your ass right here in Sicily burning out, bitch. Bitch, suck my dick.
I mean, technically,
And
she's trying.
If she don't do it, she don't get no charge.
Yeah, look, this is what you call coercion, okay? I didn't make you.
You say coercion.
Coercion. It is something coercion.
Croatian is a country, right?
It's
Coercion?
Yeah. Say it again.
Dummy?
Dumb bitch.
Yeah, fuck is wrong with you? You can't say the word?
Say it again.
What's wrong? You stupid or something?
You didn't say the word for me to learn it.
Coercion?
Coercion. Right. Yeah, see, that's good. Oh, thank you, Cohen. Yeah, that's coercion. That's no coercion. I didn't pull your hand and make you sleep at my house for 2 weeks and then tell you to come on this private jet with me. If you came on my private jet and we no longer friends and I don't want you on my jet to come home, bitch, you stuck. Call your embassy, bitch. I can't help you.
I was gonna sue the shit out you when I get back to you.
Okay, and then I'd have been like, I don't understand. So if I say jump off a bridge, you're supposed to jump right now, and I made you do it. I did not. You followed me.
I gotta Google something.
You followed me. Like, I don't have to pay. Me paying for your trip was out of good heart. I don't have to, like, give you shit at all.
When anyone went to another country.
I hope you wouldn't because you're dumb for doing that shit. Now, that's some dumb bitch shit.
Say yes, someone could just leave.
Yes, they could just leave you. They don't own no right. They didn't kidnap you. They didn't do nothing to make you do this. They didn't sign a contract
It
and say
says,
they was gonna take
however,
you.
practically the legal implications of such act depend on several factors, right? So basically it means that if they can get back to the U.S. and they can sue you, you fucked.
That is not true.
Mm-hmm.
That is not true.
It says it depends on if you leave someone in the country with their consent or against their will.
I am telling you I'm leaving you here. Like, I don't know how else to make, like, if you take their passport and you have all their shit, yeah, they could sue you. But if you give them all their shit and you put them out your hotel room that they were staying in and now you're stuck in a foreign country, go call your embassy. That is a personal problem. That's not a us problem, that's a you problem. I have nothing to do with this.
It's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit they can come back and get you for. Like, for example, you leave another country and they get arrested for immigration issues, some shit like that, and they get imprisoned, they could sue you for that.
Tyler, they cannot sue you.
I'm reading it.
I know, and I'm telling you, they cannot sue you. Because if I were a lawyer, the first thing I'm gonna say is, therefore, anything I say is the law.
It literally says legal contradictions, and I'm reading it. So okay.
There's a contradiction to itself right there.
Well, they still could
Cannot sue you for leaving them in a foreign country if you've given them their shit. If you have to like do a lot more than just like buy their plane ticket for them to like do that. And I'm going to tell somebody, go call the embassy, they will get you home. Here's their number. I left you in good faith with the embassy number. And just so you know, that's why we have embassies in different countries. If you were supposed to say, I don't got no money to go home and I'm stuck at the embassy, will take care of that shit. No, I don't know if they're going to bill you, but they will pay for your plane ticket. They will get you as a U.S. citizen home to the U.S. But if I'm on a trip with you and I just don't like you no more, you being stuck in France and not having money to be in France is a personal issue. I can't help you. Like, we're just no longer friends. Like, you did ill shit. Now we're not friends on a trip. You need to be able to pay for your own stuff. And I'm not paying for your stuff anymore because I was not obligated to. I didn't sign a contract for it. So I'm not obligated to pay for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what did I see? I feel the so want to sleep. What am I looking for? We can talk about. So did you hear that Harvard was petty, so they made a course? Okay, so first off, did you hear that Donald Trump had said to Harvard that they can't have any more immigrant students, basically? Hello, are you hearing me?
Yeah, no, I did not hear that.
So Harvard University is set to launch a free online course for every U.S. citizen highlighting number one, the U.S. government, two, understanding the Constitution, and three, how to recognize a dictatorship takeover 101 in response to Donald Trump trying to see that they can't accept U.S. citizens. I will go on no trip if money I don't have the money to get back. Hell yeah, that's why it's called Vex money. You ever heard about that shit? Vex money?
You can't see, can you? It's an emoji, crying face emoji. Say I wouldn't go on no trip if I don't.
Oh, that looks like a plate with a meatball in the center.
No, it's a crying face emoji. Say I wouldn't go on no trip if I don't have the money to get back. Yeah. So that's just a war between Harvard and Trump. And I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, a lot of foreign people do pay the money to get their kids into Harvard because Harvard, quote unquote, say they go off the test scores, but half of them foreign kids who go there don't have the fucking test scores. They don't have any scores at all. They pretty much pay to get in. But it's not saying it's not they're not smart. But what I will say is that I don't know. Like I kind of have mixed emotions about it. I think Harvard should probably allow more U.S. like top 1% students in, but then at the same time, I don't.
What are you talking about?
You're talking about Harvard.
I was talking about Donald Trump telling Harvard he should not allow immigrants
Yeah, and I just said they should probably let more top 1% U.S. students into the
instead
Harvard.
of immigrants. How much of immigrants you think pick up the school?
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out why you stopped me and go, "What are you talking about?" And then it's like, all like, bro, I was talking about clearly what you were talking about.
I asked you the question because it wasn't making sense to me. I couldn't understand like the correlation with you bringing up U.S. citizens and non-U.S. citizens, and then I had to like clarify with you. That's what people do. They clarify. So
The
that's why I asked,
battery,
"What are you talking about?"
battery died, but I don't know. That was mad weird to me, dog. It was like, well, why are you yelling at someone? What are you talking about when I'm clearly talking about exactly what you just fucking said?
Well, I didn't say that. The charger is delivered, so it's probably outside the door.
You
The
said,
dummy battery charger is outside the door.
okay, well, okay,
I'm not going outside.
okay, I will. You be wicked me, bro. So all this, calm down, man. Shit. Oh. Well, the only plug into yours right there.
Okay. Okay.
It's pretty long, man. So we should deal with going to their wall. I think. I don't know. No, it ain't that long. You said I can't leave my delivery outside. Shut your ass up, but you ain't outside.
Oh.
I didn't do that, man. I'm sure
Okay, so you want to continue talking about the topic we was talking about?
I'm cold as shit, yo.
No, I just go ahead. I took off my thing.
This
So
is
you
the
said, so you had asked me why I said what, right? Because and I told you, I couldn't understand why you were bringing up what you were bringing up, right?
Yeah, I just want to be understanding the rah-rah behind you.
So, no, this is just, for 2024 to 2025, Harvard only had 27% of the students who were international. Actually, 15% of the student body was international. So that means 75% is left for Americans. So I'm trying to understand where you're saying it should bring up the 1% of Americans. You were talking about a percentage of Americans, and it just didn't make any sense to me.
Oh, I don't look up Harvard statistics. I don't fucking know.
Well, I mean, I have to look it up right now because in my head, I had already assumed that U.S. citizens had majority when it comes to how many people in Harvard, and then you talking about like if you were making up the whole.
Yeah, because it don't make sense to me. Because even if you look at, I think most of Harvard attendees are Asian or some shit like that.
Just because you're Asian, you're not American?
That's the thing. That's what Trump was thinking. But I thought the same thing. So I can't even lie.
No, he's talking about actual immigrants, like what the status for immigrants
He
is.
thinks there should be less immigrants than 20-something%.
It's not about less than any percentage. He's just stating that he didn't want Harvard to have any immigrants to be able to keep some sort of funding that they had.
That's why I told you about earlier today. He put out the thing about he was trying to put out the thing about the in order for you to get your student visa, they gotta the government has to go through your social media and do like a sweep or something over your social media, some shit like that. In order for you to get a student visa in the U.S. now.
What's crazy about that is for UWC, apparently there's a lot of students who may not even be there because they have to get visas. And that's crazy. So like that's almost 50 people at least. I think that's a crazy number because the school is going so big.
Yep, Trump kicking all the ends down.
Wow. You know, me getting stuck in St. Martin started to seem like it was like for a purpose. Because Lord knows I was just never going to get my shit. I was never going to get my citizenship.
Really wasn't no reason to.
Yeah, like, don't get arrested, don't do anything that I shouldn't do. Like, I'll be straight. Give me my green card. I don't care to vote. But, you know, when you get stuck outside the country and you're like, you can't come in because of, like, a piece of paper, like, the same piece of paper that you can't use your computer to verify, like, even though I have, like, a government ID, you can't use this to identify me and then figure out what my status is. I'm like, if that's not the dumbest shit ever, that's so dumb to me. The biggest, dumbest shit ever. I don't know how else to do it. They have all these IRL tests when you get into Miami Airport, fingerprinting, all of these things, and you're telling me you can't take my state ID with a picture of me on it and verify.
Bro, don't even get me started though. I felt the same way in the moment. I don't understand.
And then my fingerprints was going to verify me second round.
I don't understand the reason these countries do the stuff they do, but I'm also maybe like, you know, my wife calls me stupid. Maybe I'm just not at that. I don't understand.
No, I didn't call you stupid.
You call me stupid all the time.
No, I tell you, I think you slow, and then you tell me I need to call you a dumb bitch.
No,
because you're going to call me a dumb bitch.
You say, are you slow? And then what else you say after that?
I say, are you slow?
No, it's not.
I make sure. Because
that's not all you said.
I did say
that is not all you said.
I did say another adjective, but nonetheless, I wanted to call him retarded. But I was like,
no, but then I looked at you and said, "Are you retarded?" So
well, when I was looking, when I was talking to him about it too, my brain said, "Oh, don't say that word." So I was like, "Oh, slow is better." Mm-hmm. So I went with slow, and then a few sentences.
Which means you thought I was stupid. So I was sitting there like you. I was like, all this is saying is that in the moment, in your mind, you was thinking he is stupid. That's all you was thinking.
Man.
I just said you think I'm stupid. You said no, I don't. But you were thinking in your mind he's stupid. So what is that? That you think I'm stupid.
You know, lately you've been giving me reasons to think you slow.
Oh wow.
First off, you try to tie a tent and hold it down with a cotton thread.
Man, this is my first time ever. I ain't never even been in. But last time, matter of fact, last time our tent broke and quote unquote blew away, I was so drunk I don't even remember how it happened. So this is my first time. We're going through it for the first time again.
But he taught cotton, regular needle thread.
Honestly, I'm be real with you. While we was starting to do that shit, when we was trying to get that tent down, while we was trying to get that tent down, I was like, at the moment my mind went, he's not getting this bitch down. That's what I was thinking in my head. In my mind, I swear to God, if it wasn't for you and your determination and your look in your face, I was like, oh, we could do this. And I was like, I just gotta do it. Because I can see it in your face. You was just like,
just do this shit.
He was like holding that tent, and I was like, oh, she really think we gonna do this? Because in my mind, I was like, this shit over. Like, we gotta buy a new tent.
No, I just bought a tent.
But, bitch, you bought a tent like
supposed to last?
Years. All right. So, anyways, right? I got the second win determination. I got, you catch the second win while you running, like you be tired while you don't know how to runner. So sometimes when you running, right, you be real tired. You be like, oh my god, you be like, damn, you be like, I've been running for forever. Mm-hmm. And then if you keep running though, you keep running and you pass that feeling. Sometimes you'll catch what they call a second win, which means it feels like you just started running all over again. You be like,
no, I've never gotten that before.
Because you ain't go far enough.
No, it's not about going far enough. I'm not gonna feel that.
Yeah, you will.
No.
It's called a second win. Google it. Come on.
Yeah, I know.
What you mean, though? It's a thing. You gotta push your body to that threshold though, to where you like, oh shit.
I don't feel anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I haven't reached there. I'm just regular human. I feel all the shit.
The second win. A person's ability to breathe freely during exercise after being out of breath. So you already are tired, you're out of breath, you're like, and then all of a sudden, you catch that second one.
Yeah, no. I'm just being real.
See, another one, a definition is a new strength or energy to continue something that is an effort. So you were straining real hard to do something, and then all of a sudden you caught a second win, which means like
I seen the finish line, so I wasn't just a little bit.
Yeah, that could be a second win.
Yeah, no, I was still out of breath.
Or you was fighting the bitch, you pulling your hair, and you feel like, oh my god, this bitch pulled my hair out, and now you tired because you've been pulling this bitch too, and y'all been tugging each other back and forth. But then you push that bitch, and you see that bitch on the ground. All of a sudden, you like, oh, I'm gonna jump on this bitch and beat this bitch ass, even though you tired, and you caught that second win.
Yeah.
Huh?
No, that's why I had to breathe hard.
But you a citizen now, bitch. You can whoop that bitch ass.
No, I'm calling the police, bro. I paid too much money. I paid too much money in taxes.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I think you're just a female. You're emotional. And if you was in the moment and somebody smacked you and scratched you in your face, you felt your face fucking hurted in that moment, and that bitch was on that ground, you jump on that ground, and guess what? You was gonna be able to plead self-defense. You know you can plead self-defense because she scratched your face up. Look, you was getting on top of that bitch. You was gonna punch her in her face.
See, I know me, right? I know me good, so I already know. The bitch will die and then everything.
Oh my god.
So I'm just calling the police.
I'm not gonna let you kill the bitch.
Because
I'm not gonna let you kill the bitch. How you gonna kill her?
Because I'm gonna hit her head 4 times on that
floor. Like slamming it. Why?
Because that's what my brain does. That's how I'm winning all my fights, bro. Unfair and square.
Why you can't just
unfair, not square?
Why you can't just punch somebody in the face?
No, I'm gonna hit my head. Like we better do bam bam, bam, one more bam. You know, maybe 3. To be honest, for sure 2 bombs. For sure 2 big knocks. By the time I'm finished with you, you have a headache. Like you must stop. Not if you want to stop.
I don't know
like
if
you
you're
must
strong
stop.
enough to really kill somebody like that. But
you could. You know what?
No,
when you hit them in the back, when you hit them at the back of the head because the hair and the concrete hit each other, and now they're like lost in.
Gamora. We do not need that extra background noise.
Alright, come on.
Oh, shit.
No Duchess, move Duchess. Come on. Move Duchess. Come on.
Stop trying to say move that. None of that just feel like she's not wanted.
She is part of the family. You love her from over there. No Gamora. Stop biting her. Come here, Mora. Come on. Yeah, come on. Stop looking at her. You're so jealous. Yeah, girl. You. Alright.
I'm trying to figure out how to get this mouse.
This slop and shit I got on my shirt.
You look like you don't have this on you right now. Everything you get on you, they all make neat and shit. They get on me and it's slaughtered, but
Yeah, they already know better than that. Okay, hold on. I have more things to talk about.
oh, I had more things to talk about than you. What more things? I still fucked up by this Stephon Diggs Cardi B shit. Not because I care or I feel like, oh, she did Offset wrong. I just genuinely do not understand the psychology behind that shit. Like, I don't understand, like, why.
You know, if you're weed eating the flow.
Huh? Weed eating the flow.
I was about to say something and I was like, oh, that's the topic I want to talk about. So,
I'm confused with you. What is weed? Is that even a topic? Weed eating the flow?
no, I tried to switch where I was, my brain stopped thinking and I was going to free talk and then it's like, oh, we're not talking about these things. I was going to give a story, not really a story, just you don't want to know you're being robbed, man. You prefer to know what you get in than to pay for something and somebody give you like fake shit, mid shit. You don't want, like, if you're gonna get mid shit, let me know I'm getting mid shit. I don't want to like.
So wait, if you getting a dog, you like, oh, well, let me know I'm getting a dog. But I don't get it. I still don't. You not that. This still is not making it make sense why you would do that.
Her obligation for needing somebody who pay rent, those things is not there. So the boxes she won't check right now.
He's still rich. What you talking about?
It doesn't change it. I'm just saying the boxes that she won't check right now, he's checking. So if you could check the boxes and she won't check, you good. It's not about needing a bunch of surgery.
Yeah, but you made it seem like she don't want a nigga who popping and rich. He is still popping and rich.
No, it's just about saying like
That
she
nigga was
don't
like the
want somebody who's
he
gonna
was
like
on Vogue for the most fashionable athlete of the year and shit. Like that nigga is like in Paris for fashion. He's like one of the. He is the highest paid athlete model in the world.
well, good for him.
Yeah, like what you talking about? She got the like biggest pimp in like he really like international pimping.
Okay,
What
you
you talking about?
keep explaining the situation, and then just because I don't agree with you, like
No, I don't expect you to agree with me. I'm just saying like the way you describing it, like bro.
I'm describing it as she doesn't need somebody who.
But she still got this nigga.
Yeah, and even if she didn't have him, it'd be some other rich person.
Okay, so I was.
So it's not about. I'm saying it because So that's why I said after the boxes that she wants checked, they're being checked. The ones that she like, and that's it, you know. So while you over here trying to figure out why
Oh, you
is she
saying the
doing?
boxes she want checked is checked, but but one of the boxes that's obvious to me that she needs to be checked is him to be a player.
No, it's not about like.
That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm saying.
No, just be-
she likes niggas who
just
get bitches.
and just because you can do that doesn't change the fact that like. I don't agree with you. It's not. I don't think it's like it has to be checked off, and that's what you need to get. Like I just
You
think
don't think he needs to get bitches for her to like him?
not to the extent that he do it. So like we're talking about it because of the extent that he do it, right?
Yeah.
There's no need like now.
I think
No.
Even if she not with Stephon, she would be with some other nigga. And I'm like, damn, she got with another player. I think that's really how she like.
Well, if that's what she liked, then that's what she liked. But at the end of the day, her boxes are being checked. Unlike a regular female who over here may be looking for security and security mentally, financially, emotionally, all those things. She don't need some of those things checked.
I'm not arguing that. I'm just trying to say, in my mind, I'm trying to figure out the psychology behind it all because it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, you leave the nigga because he cheating, then you get with another nigga who's still fucking another bitch. It just don't make sense to me. Like, it don't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, if I gotta think about it from like, if I had to put myself in Offset shoes, wouldn't make. I mean, obviously she was somebody else, so you'd be like, oh, why she was somebody else? But to see that she was with that nigga would kind of make me laugh a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, then he should be fine about it.
I would, yeah, he should. You know what I'm saying? I think the nigga is mad because she's out here on boats and shit with Stefan, and he says she ain't seen the kids in months, and he been seeing the kids. Like, he drives and picks them up, trying to take them to school and shit. They ain't seen her in months. That's why he mad. But damn, fuck, you fucking with me. Oh yeah, I think I'd be more mad if it was on some shit like you found some nigga who I know you can be with the rest of your life. Like, oh, she really can marry this nigga and be with the rest of your life. That would make me more jealous than I find out you on a boat with this nigga. I'd be like, what is you doing? I'd be laughing at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, if you was with some guy who's like, oh, I'm like, oh fuck, she gonna marry him. Like, they gonna be together. That would make somebody feel some type of way more than that shit.
I think regardless of it, like, whatever she's doing, it doesn't matter. She can do it. Let it be. Whether she's dating somebody else.
You can't do anything. I'm just expressing what I'm saying.
Whether she's dating this rich guy or another rich guy or somebody, it's still going to be somebody who, like, they're checking certain boxes that she needs checked.
She's going to run out of rich guys eventually, though.
Shit, there seems like there's so many.
It's not.
So the house is burning down, right? And you could only take 2. Here are your options. The dog, your child, Bay,
I'm not taking Bay.
Your mother-in-law, and $20 million.
I'm not taking Bay. I don't have a mother-in-law. I'm gonna take the $20 million and my child.
Then, well, just know I'm not saving you either.
You shouldn't save me. I'm a grown-ass man. If you feel like you gotta save me in the fire, there's something fucking wrong. Grown ass man, and you a grown ass goddamn lady, them legs work. I'm gonna smack you in the face, and I'm gonna smack the shit out you if you sleep and say, get the fuck up! And you better get up and run. Like, what the fuck I gotta save you for? Get up and run. Only way
just because you see it doesn't mean that something is like.
If your leg broke. Like, why?
Yeah, like you could be stuck somewhere. Something could like prevent you.
Falling? Oh yeah, I save you instead of $20 million. I guess. I give up the $20 million. I guess. I kind of feel like you should get up and hobble one leg out that door for this. If you was in the fire and I was like, babe, if you can walk out that door, we make $20 million. Bet you walk out that door. How much you want to bet you walk out that door?
Well, you told me the safety person. You already know I was trying to get out the door before the $20
million. So what are we talking about?
Yeah, if I could walk, I'd do it. Duh, but like.
We talking about you can't walk. Well, then I would give up the $20 million for you. Damn, you should be happy I ain't picking the dog. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
I don't know. I remember you said that if I was pregnant again, you was gonna save the baby that you never met.
You didn't make me choose to save the baby. You said you
I know. I'm doing a I'm signing an NDA. Do not kill me. Kill that child.
My children who are already alive and they're in the house.
They're fine, like those. Yes, you need to go save those. But I didn't even meet you, and you trying to.
What does this have to do with the firehouse thing, though?
I was just saying, like, I don't trust that you would like save me.
We understand.
Yeah, I just don't trust you to save me.
In the firehouse, I don't think I need to. All I need to alert you.
Yeah, you're taking $20 million.
All I need to do is alert you on the fact that the house is on fire, and you should figure out, get your ass out and run.
What if I was trying to get to the $20 million? Like, oh, I'm gonna get the money.
Well, that's your
but then you got the money, and then I was stuck in the room.
Yeah, I already got the money, so why you?
Because you ready, you were like.
Yes, it don't matter. You should already know I'm gonna get the money.
So United Airlines new policy
says. My bad. You was in the room saying, "Are you dumb?" You was in the room like, "You dumb?" And you was like, oh no, he's not dumb. He has money. Oh, I'm dumb. Oh.
Okay, so United Airlines new policy says they will leave passengers who don't show up at least 45 minutes before departure. The old policy was 30. I'm not flying with United Airlines.
What?
Because I'm always late. Like, I be late even when I'm not late.
Yeah.
Most times when I'm pulling up to my gate, people already line up to go in the gate.
Yeah. But like, what if they like drop their tickets at like the cheapest in the fucking flight market?
Hell no, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, you is. You gonna be like, babe, we gotta get it 2 hours early. You gonna be like, the cheapest tickets we can fly from here to Paris for $50. We fly you.
No, we don't have that yet. So, and I know United is not going to be the airline who does it.
Well, I'm just trying to tell you that I just don't believe you. If they say you gotta show up 50 minutes early, an hour, 2 hours early, but the ticket's cheap, your ass yeah.
Don't worry, you're halfway on the couch.
If it's cheap,
Two legs
if it's cheap, you will do it.
If it's coming out of my pocket,
Yeah, you will. I know you will. That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, I know you will. If they got this shit cheap as hell, talking about you gotta show up. They say you got to show up and do a physical, swab your butthole, but the tickets is cheap. We will be there getting our butthole swabbed.
I'll be like, you let me know how far. So if you find anything.
That's how you is about your money. Your ass, we will for sure be there. We will for sure be there getting our assholes swabbed. Yes, we will. I know that.
Okay, so Goldman & Sachs CEO is a DJ.
Mm-hmm.
Goldman & Sachs CEO. Do you know what Goldman & Sachs is?
It's like a hedge fund.
Yeah. Let's listen.
What about it?
The CEO is a DJ with 250,000 monthly Spotify listeners.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is the dopest shit ever. Because you get to break two stereotypes in one. You can be that one person, and
He
then
just creates a playlist on Spotify though, so he listens to.
I don't know. Have you listened to his DJ thing?
I know to become a DJ on Spotify, you're not like literally like he makes a playlist every day, like people who listen to his Spotify like.
Nonetheless, he is that, you know.
Yeah, people listen to his playlist.
Why you have to go behind?
But she wants to be close to you. You do not realize we incubated, so we literally incubated her.
No, he do DJ sessions, not just.
I understand, but you do know that.
Okay, I understand that, but I'm showing you here that he's not just an online DJ. I'm trying to
but
just
the
show you.
Spotify thing is a play, like you literally play. He's working. How does he have time every day to fucking DJ for Spotify?
It's not about that. It's just about the fact like he is living out
DJ
two
is-
dreams in one.
Yeah, but the first one with DJing the crowd the way he is with those headphones out there, that probably you old and shit too, bro. That comes from just because of who you are and like people allowing you to do it. Be like, oh yeah, I like the DJ. Oh, you do? I got my own equipment too. Oh.
Come on, I want to sit down.
She wants to sit behind you and lay her head there. She wants to cuddle like a little.
Come on. Come on.
She's like, no.
A Georgia woman, okay, so this was a little while ago, this was 1 week ago. A Georgia woman had a car who she was cleared of charges after being accused of shooting her boyfriend. So, they had come back from a party and she was cleaning her legal gun and somehow went and shot him and he died. She's white, he's black. If that was a black woman, she was going to be in jail still. She's free. She didn't mean to shoot him, but he's dead.
She didn't mean to shoot him.
She was cleaning her gun and the gun went off. That's what I'm saying, like, that's some crazy shit, right? When a black person still be in jail? Because you were like, you killed that man.
That's why you don't date white bitches. You try and clean that. Yeah, that's a very uncomfortable position for her, so she's not gonna stay like that. That's why.
Everybody's uncomfortable.
Make her move.
I just want to lean back and then she can be on me.
You're not even leaning back even when she moved though. That's the thing I was saying.
Her legs are still there.
Well, she confused. You gotta make
She's
her.
not confused, she's trying to go back.
Yeah, she's trying to go back to her spot.
I'm trying to, you see I'm trying to do this. Don't go in the back there, man. I'm trying to put you in the front.
She's not trying to. She's not trying to move.
Nobody's doing that. You just coming closer and closer. Come here.
She know what you're trying to do. She's not trying to move. Hilarious. So funny. Gamora, get down. Stop it. You was not gonna let her have it, was you?
No. But you know what she was doing too? She just got closer and closer.
She was leaning more against the couch.
And me. She was leaning on me. She really on me, you know? Like, how much you trying to be? Okay, it's okay. You don't have to keep staring at me.
With the puffy eyes. She not like that. Just where she gonna lick your face up too much.
Oh yeah, she know I don't like that.
Well, she don't do it to me either. Even when, like, if you kiss Duchess, she gonna lick your face up. You know what I'm saying? More really don't do it. I don't know where Corn Dog went at. I'm pretty sure he's still watching though. Fucking. Yeah, man.
Okay, I'm going though. Hold on, I got more stuff to talk about.
Yeah, we just gonna keep doing this until we get our followers back, I guess, who watch us. I don't know.
This is the coolest thing I heard. So apparently in Germany, men literally carry trees and decorate them to place them in front of the girl's home to show he loves her.
Yeah.
It's a tradition.
Corn Dog, man. I'll tell you what though, when we get back up, when we back on top, bro, you moderated up, bro, for sure. You moderated for life, man. You with us thick through the thick and thin,
You
dog.
know why?
What are you gonna say? YMCA?
Why? Rami Man Papoose. Is that his name? There's so much drama.
What?
Because she's talking shit, he's trying to prove shit, she's trying to prove shit back. The whole relationship is just like inside out.
They're not even in a relationship no more. You know what happened and why what's going on, right?
If she was cheating, well, she's saying other things, you know. And I'm not like, it's not about size, this is about just all the shit that's just coming onto the table and just keeps serving. It's just crazy.
No, she's definitely mad because he decided to get up out of there. And then he's not that type of guy. That's why he's literally went right back into dating Clarissa Shields. He's not the type of guy. He's really more like a street dude who want to be submissive. That's why he went to another hood bitch who could fight. You gotta pay attention. He went from Remy Ma to another hood bitch who could fight. So he really more of an old submissive ass nigga. He just, she cheated on him. He didn't like that shit. That he felt, he loyal. You know how females is. I'm loyal. Why you not loyal? He like, I'm loyal.
He didn't just take up for the team?
No, that females are dead. But
No, I'm taking that shit from our team. Fuck the team.
But he got down. Yeah, he not that type of dude. He just be like, oh, I'm just, hop skipping like that. He not like that. Bro, she did time in prison. He waited for her. Why all of a sudden he gonna hop skip? Think about that.
How long was she in prison for?
Like 5-7 years.
Oh, why in my head I thought he was in prison?
He wasn't in prison. She was in prison. They hit the bitch in the head with a bottle in the club. She hit the bitch in the head with a liquor bottle. Like a Hennessy bottle or some shit. Bam! Knocked the bitch in the head. Prison 5 years.
She should have killed that bitch.
Why?
I hope
Everybody in the club still seeing it, but you gonna get 25 instead of 5?
I hope she lose her eye or something.
Why?
Because this 5 years is a long time.
It's stupid, bro.
How, Gamora?
Why the fuck would you do that?
Because 5 years is a long time for just hitting a bottle.
15 to 20 is longer. Literally double.
I hope she lose her teeth.
It really shouldn't matter, bro. The fact is you assaulted the bitch in the club and got 5 years. The fact that you think you should have assaulted the bitch more
Hell yeah, you
is
insulted.
telling me that you would have got more than 5 years.
Man, I already told you I was calling the police because I was going to kill that bitch. So we don't need to discuss why my answer sound crazy. I was already going to bust the bitch head on the concrete. So we already know how it operates.
So anyways, yeah, she did prison time because she hit the bitch in the head with a bottle in the club. He, faithful, quote unquote faithful, we don't know, stayed with her, let's say that, stayed with her the whole time. Never decided to date no one else. She get out of prison, drop the song as soon as she get out. We all the way up. We all the way up. That's her song, right? Going on tour, making a lot of money. She make a lot of money. He ain't making no money like that right now. He just a chill nigga. I think he on a business or something, but he like a chill nigga. Like he ain't making no money like that. He ain't all the way up, quote unquote. You get what I'm saying? She torn. Apparently she meets somebody. She flying around the country, fucking with this nigga. Obviously he got money with she fucking with. We don't know who the nigga is. But Papoose, who feel disrespected because he did wait on her all this time, decide I don't want to fuck with you no more, and instantly started dating another woman. He not that type of guy, is what I'm trying to tell you. He not the type of nigga who can be like Stefan. He not that age either.
I just think it's like sad. Well, this is so much regurgitation of news. Like it's got bad. It's like so much news. It's like crazy.
Yeah. I think they had a baby when she got out too. So.
Yeah, they do. Scientists discovered trees are able to warn us before volcanoes erupt.
And then what's fucked up about that too, they just had a baby. He got with Clarissa, who was I think is 30 something. She's like, yeah, I'm ready to have kids right now. I'm like, bruh, I ain't gonna lie to you, man, for niggas, bruh, that nigga goddamn, it's so easy. It's kind of fucked up when you think about it, but it's so easy to start another family, bro. You could have 2 kids like that in like a couple of years. Like, niggas start a whole new fucking family so fast.
Yeah. 2 years. 9 months and 9 months.
Yeah, niggas start a whole new family shit crazy.
Happens all the time. Cancer cells can now turn back into normal cells thanks to South Korean scientists.
Man, I got one of shit up in the U.S. Healthcare industry make too much money. They kill niggas about that shit.
Do you know that in 2026 we don't have any more pennies?
They don't make anymore, but we still have plenty of pennies.
I know, I'm not selling none of my pennies. I'm gonna keep all them bitches. Wow, this is hilarious to me. This is old. Venezuelan migrant dad poses as a Ohio high school student and athlete, deceive a family into taking him in. He is a whole god.
How old is this nigga though?
24.
That old, but nigga like,
This.
Plus, he's a whole dad. Bro, just say 24-year-old man. Why is that dad like that? Like, bro, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? You understand? Like, a 16-year-old would be a dad.
So Trump said that he might pardon Diddy if he feel like he's being treated unfairly.
You know why?
Because he gonna tell his secrets.
No, because Trump would do the same shit. All the shit he hear Diddy doing, he like, ain't nothing wrong with that. You get what I'm saying? Trump is literally watching the trial, listening to all this shit, saying, "Oh man, let him go. Ain't nothing wrong with that." You get what I'm saying? Like, that's basically what he thinking. Do you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Trump might let him go now. Don't get into it. Trump might let him go. Ooh wee! That shit would be so funny. You're trying to let him go. I ain't gonna lie. That shit would make me laugh so hard. You Me Too bitches, shut up. My bad. Oh, I shouldn't be saying it. Oh shit, I forgot what shit it was like. Oh my god, this is so hilarious. This is a dog who bust a hole in the wall in the house playing with another dog, and the parents not home. Bust a hole in the wall, and the dog was like freaking out, looking at the hole like, because he gonna be in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just hilarious watching the dog like walking in circles, looking at the hole like.
Anxiety when they come home.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
I've been so loud.
Hilarious.
Is this a reflection from the battery? What the shit
Shit, we're going about an hour and a half now. We gotta kill ourselves now. What time is it?
11:34.
You seem like you done. You got a dog in your lap. You just done.
I know she's trying to go behind me.
She will.
I don't know why. We already
Well, first of all, it's because you said something to her and was acting nice. That's the reason. Normally she just do that to me, and I just deal with it. Like literally half the time we podcast and she'd be just sitting behind me like that all the time. Yeah, she is a big baby. And we literally held her and fed her bottles and shit, so you can't really.
But you're supposed to give me listening space.
Well, they said huskies are like that, but she's a weird husky, so deal with it. I don't know. She'd rather be uncomfortable and lay on you than like be comfortable and lay anywhere else. She would legit just be uncomfortable and lay behind you or on you. Like she got some real attachment issues.
That's make me love her so much.
Huh?
Make me love her so much.
No, she do. That's why she can't be out the cage when we leave, because the bitch got issues. Separation anxiety and shit. You know what? I think both of them might say good and we're just talking to ourselves. That's okay.
Can anybody hear us? If you're out there. Do you hear us? It is Shack Stage.
Yeah, we having technical difficulties, so we can go ahead and. Alright, y'all.
It was nice chatting with you.